We are into the Eavespires of Evendim. I just breezed through that little island. I was gonna say, because as you said earlier that you like this little island, and I forgot to read it, but I love it as well. It's like, I don't know what it is about it, but it happened so quickly, and now we're gone. Maybe that's why I love it, because you don't spend enough time there. Cool scenery, yeah.
Stand now and rest a while. You should not be giving your right name like so. Let's not be hasty.
Sweet-eyed Melon, will you stay a moment?
Will you lend me your ear? Might you spare a moment of your time? Mind my words, traveler.
Alright.
Stay a moment. Might you spare a moment of your time?
Oh. I'm just checking. Okay, cool. Alright, so we gotta help all these dudes. Help, help, help. Thankfully, I think we've picked up all the quests we have. Alright, now we've got to go up north. Let's set our milestone here. Do we go the far? Let's go up the long way first. We'll just go all the way. This area of Evendim is also cool. Alright, let's get in here. Not bad. I feel like with this rotation I can actually like take care of single targets potentially at, like if I get good at it, I could take down single targets potentially with the same speed as an AoE. Rather than moving between everyone and pulling them together and AoEing them down, moving between single targets and fighting them all being a more efficient, like, just kind of nice, kind of chill to play like that, rather than just doing big AoE. I do like big AoE pulls, but yeah. Hey Alette, hello, welcome in. We are in the Eavespires of Evendim. We just finished up having a tutor lesson between myself and Az, teaching me some captain skills. The other side of the lake, yes. Yeah, this is New Zealand right here, isn't it? So, we were on the... we're in Australia and now we're over in New Zealand. I swap between both, yeah. I'll do my single target stuff as I run up by to get buffs. And then AoE buffs up, and then AoE when they're grouped. Yeah, yep. I'm gonna go have breakfast now. Nice, Ludo. Go have breakfast. Yeah, yes to Harold having lunch. No, we love it. We love how diverse of a world we have here in chat. How many different time zones. Love that. It's pretty crazy, really, when you think about it. I need to figure out my rotation for my max Bjorning. Especially since they changed things. True. Isn't it just thrash, thrash, thrash? Thrash, 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 thrash. Heal, thrash, thrash, thrash. Bees. Bees. Actually, bees. Wait. Can't forget the bees. What? Wolfman. Okay. Don't forget about the bees, yeah. We've been there before. Got it. Alright. There you go, as commit. We're bunch of mentors in the chat. Alright, let's just check here. I hope YouTube chat's still all good. I'm having some weird bugs with YouTube chat every now and then. Kind of just wing it without any planning behind anything, yep. Haven't played much Red. Ah, there you go. You're just gonna have to figure it out yourself, Alert. That sounds... You gotta read the skills. Classic Brazilian breakfast. Bread with mortadella and black coffee. Mortadella. Oh, true. That the large pink sausage. That solve I posted was fun. That is. Is that... Is that how you spell liar, or is that a different sort of liar? Oh no, yeah, like a liar, to lie in ambush, yeah. Yeah. Oh. I was playing with Bev in the beginning as a duo, so I just went full attack Bev mode with Red, yeah. Yep. We're just leveling like no landscape difficulty, Lawmaster and Bear. So there wasn't much need to learn rotations. It was just like I press button, I win. I play all the bear specs. I play all the bear. My god, this rotation's so good. Just realizing. Oh, I messed it up though. I mean, taught a fair few people how to play Red Bear. I feel like it's pretty basic Bear, like Red. Like, I mean, there's things to it, but it's like a bit more self-explanatory, isn't it? Like, I mean, I only know Bear up until like what we're level like 58 or something like that. But that we were doing. Oh no, we weren't doing red. We were doing blue. Yeah, actually, I would have no idea then. Yeah, instances for sure. Exactly, yep. Yeah, that's why I like getting an understanding of the basic info and then just being able to, now I understand that, I can now like practice it here and there for a bit of fun, get better at it as I go, but like I don't need to do like the rotations to level, you know, but it's just nice to just be like progressing something else at the same time. I guess it's that RuneScape gamer background upbringing I have, where it's like if you're grinding one skill, you're always grinding another skill as well, you know. It's like you always need to double up on things. So if I can also be saving time by like doubling up and like learning skills through trial and error as I'm leveling, by the time I'm like at the level where I'm doing instances, I'll be better off than, you know, if I didn't. That's the way I see it. There's really just one combo to learn on Bear, yeah. So I feel like it's just the timing of your thrash skills, right? But I guess red's different, yeah. Yeah, there was like Bear switch stuff, wasn't there? Oh god. Yeah, I really need to these three skills here, I think I need to hotkey them. Maybe I just get used to clicking. I think I'm also just not used to where they are on my keybinds. With my 12-button MMO mouse, everything's hotkey, yeah. I use a... Oh. I use a... if my cord... Old school classic Logitech mouse. Oh, actually, it's not really that old school anymore. This is like the newer ones or whatever, but... It's just the one with the 2 side buttons and the 2 top buttons, and also the thumb button. So because I don't like those mice that have like the MMO ones where your thumb is where all the buttons are, because sometimes I really like to grip that spot. But I love having the top buttons. Though, it's weird though, I don't hotkey too many things. You'll actually notice though, I've got two hotkeys here. So my make haste and my interrupt are both on my mouse. So like I think my first one next to my thumb is my make haste, and then the one behind that is my kick. So I've got like my interrupt on my mouse. I normally always have my interrupt on my mouse, and then a speed boost or some speed related thing. And then numlock is on the top one, is always numlock for auto running in MMOs. And it's always on the mouse, so I can play one-handed. And then what's the back? I don't think I ever use that back button. So, oh wait, no, the back button's walk. Apparently. Apparently that's my... I mean, full RP mode. So I can do walk and then I can do auto run walk. I've got my priorities straight for keybinds. Yeah, I just like to have a couple of basic ones on there, really. And actually, one of the buttons I end up having to rebind for some games because my middle mouse button doesn't work on this one, so... one of my buttons, a middle mouse button backup button. So... need the gentle grip, yeah. To use two-handed weapons, do you necessarily need to be a captain or a Bjorning? What other classes can have two-handed weapons? So champions, can champions have two-handed weapons? Though maybe they're more one-handed, prone. What other classes can use two-handed weapons? Warden can use spears and some, not really two-handed though, can they? It's like one-handed spears. To answer your question, Ludo, it really just depends on the class. Do you mean... Oh, there you go. Guardian. So Guardian as well was the other one. That was, yes. Guardian can use two-handed. So Guardian, Bear, Champion, and Captain. Yep. Now, to wear an item cosmetically, how does it work again? So, isn't that it's like, if it's the same weapon type, it works? Because what I'm thinking is, it's, say you were a... if they share animations. I'm trying to think of a really weird example. Two-handed club and two-handed sword. Share animations. Yeah. So there'd be some situations where like certain classes that can use certain items may be able to have swords. But yeah, clubs and swords share, axes, halberds, hammers share, and then all the one-handed share. Pretty much all of them, yeah, okay. So yeah, so there wouldn't really be any other class you could play that could just cosmetically have a two-handed weapon. That's what I was kind of thinking. I was like, can a Lawmaster or like... because a Lawmaster can use one-handed swords. So would a Lawmaster be able to... cosmetically have their offhand sword look like a one-handed axe, for example? Like, that is possible, right? With the fact that the animations work for that. Could swap it for a mace. Yeah, okay, cool. There's like a couple of exceptions and possibilities there, but there's not a lot, is there? Trying to think other... yeah, because, I mean, Brawler just uses their own thing. Minstrel uses their own thing. Runekeeper uses their own thing. Lawmaster's like the only real exception, but it's for their offhand. Yes. Add marathon time. Yeah. One-handed and shield, no. Do you mean Ludo the Guardian? The Guardian's like a classic sort of tanky class, but they have a red line build that I think is more focused around two-handed weapons anyway. And it's more of a solo-focused Guardian, which I'm actually really keen to try sometime. We should do that sometime. Let's just get some lighting. Oh, that's better. Suddenly so light. Red Line Guardian's two-handed DPS. Not super strong, but not bad. Fun for leveling, I've heard. I've heard good things about it for leveling. Just like combos and stuff. Bleed focused.
Megovanen, what can I do for you?
What can I do for you? What do you need? Negavanen.
Oh my god.
What do you need? Mind my words, traveler.
Sweet-eyed Melon.
Home. You are a hasty foe.
Okay. Place the wards. We are getting a little ad break incoming over on Twitch, guys. I do apologize. I do multi-stream on YouTube and Twitch for anyone that is interested. But yeah. We'll be right back after these little ad breaks. There you go, Ludo. Does that sound attractive? Yeah, Red Line Guardian's almost like the most two-handed class there is now. Captain was very much like the two-handed wielder, you know, but I feel like Guardians, yeah, got some actual things. Just looking at the updated key message that Alette's done. Remember to check your provisions before you quest. Don't let lack of food stop you from having second breakfast. Very wise words, Alette. Very wise words. Champ can use two-handed. Okay. It's not much difference. Dual. Oh, okay. That's good to know. I'm not much of a fan of dual wielding games. I never liked Fury in WoW, and I don't know, just like too quick. Too much going on. What do we have to do? Craft? Still getting older. So I should be better kin leader and update the message of the day more. Been slacking. It is just us in the kin, so you don't have to feel that much of responsibility. I like it though. I like the kin messages. I have to live up to the responsibility to all our ults. Yeah, true. Yeah, gotta make the ults feel at home.
Negavonen.
We need to do our kinship house. We need to play around with that. Level 39, you can now purchase legendary books. Ooh. First, I'll test it later. I wanted to play with a two-handed weapon, but Captain has some abilities I didn't like. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, look, actually, definitely, Ludo. Try out Champion or Guardian then. Champion's just way more damage-heavy class, classic warrior class. You know, it's like simple in a lot of ways, but good simple. It's Champion's the most popular class in Lord of the Rings Online. And then it's Hunter, I think, right? So there's a reason that it's so popular, I guess, right? But yeah, sounds like you definitely like that. And because I don't like the shouting. Yeah, I can understand as a captain, if you don't like those things as a captain, you just won't like most of it. It's like, yeah. For me, like, I kind of initially didn't really like it much either, and then realized that, oh, I kind of like this strange supportiveness of it. Kind of feels like I'm playing like a paladin or something like that. Hunter is most. Is Hunter most? Are you sure, Az? I feel like I saw the other day someone talking about how Champion was the most popular, and then it was Hunter. Oh, maybe at max level they were saying. Wait, where am I going? But yeah, Captain has more of a focus on groupness, like supporting a group and being with a group as well. Even if you don't do that, you don't have to at all, but like, it's got a little bit of a focus around that, you know, its flavor. So if you want to cut that out completely and just go just all your weapon, Champion, I reckon, would probably be the way to go, right? And then if you want to kind of go a little bit in between, like you want to be that more sword-focused abilities and stuff, and weapon-focused abilities rather than shouts, Guardian would probably be good, but then with still the slight focus on supportiveness, like being able to support a team, being able to tank and other things like that. But I think Captain can also be sorry, not Captain, Champion can also be a pretty viable, like, tanky class. Probably less like endgame, but while you're leveling and stuff, you know. I have heard good things about Guardian though. People playing solo Guardian really enjoying it.
Stay a moment.
I think just because the class had a revamp like a while back, and it just made a lot of the ways the skills worked feel really nice to play. But a lot of the classes have had that. I think Champion had a similar thing as well. Okay. Here. Alright. We're level 39. And that means we're actually really close to going to like the next area we wanted to go to, right? Which was the angle. I'm just wondering, like, do you reckon we should go there at level 40, or we could go there like just before level 40 as well? But I feel like if we complete like all of this, that'll probably be... Yeah. On Glamching right now, there's 91 hunters, 67 champs, true. Law, and then Law Masters minis, yeah. Yeah, the hunters do dominate. I'm not sure what the most in regards to like the overall most popular class that's the most played. Yeah, maybe it is just hunter. It definitely used to be hunter. Hunter easily. True. It's good that it stay the same, I guess. Good things don't change. I feel like Champion's gotten more popular. It's fairly consistent with the average counts. True, okay. What about for like max level? Because that's just generally like, or like a combination of both. What do you see more? Because I feel like hunter. Well, I guess no. You guess you always have room for a hunter in your group. It's just range DPS. Just feel like champion would probably be more popular in game, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, maybe not, no. I don't even know why I'm thinking that, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, that would just be more based off like your observation though, you know, at max levels, what you've seen. If those numbers line up with the average counts, you know. Yeah, Hunter on difficulty 7 would be cool. Yep, we'll be doing some more difficulty stuff in the future. We may even start something over the Christmas week. Who knows, guys? Ooh. I do have a couple of classes I want to try some max landscape challenge on. Do hardcore again. Rare signature, let's get him. Oh, we can actually do a rotation on him. He just died, okay. Staring at my skills the whole time. Steal lucky stone. Aren't there just meant to be ones here? Between 150 and 160 there are. Oh wow, 39 hunters and champions are even lower. Wow, okay. 150 and yeah. Wow. one mariner. No! The one mariner. Oh man. What a class. Interesting concept, but I don't think the I don't know, what do you guys think? Has Mariner had like much of a class update since it came out? Because I feel like it needed one, but I don't know if it's had one since. I just remember like when I played it, it was just like, just the skills just didn't like really kind of match up, line up with each other. It felt kind of like playing a captain, but with no idea what my buffs were doing. You know, it was like, it's like playing a captain, but all of these specific buffs and debuff like things that like make way less sense. It's the only pay to play class at the moment, right? Which bring down the yeah, true. Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, wow, that's so crazy to think it's the. Like, I'm still living in a world where Warden and Runekeeper are paid classes. I still live in that, that old world. Newest class, so less people main it. Yeah. So it's just a weird class as well. It's like. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, the Mariner, I feel like on the surface looks like a really unique class. And look, I could be wrong here, like it's been a while since I've played one. I haven't played much of a Mariner, but from the first sort of experience I had with it, like on the surface felt like it was unique and would have some unique system. Kind of like, you know, how the Runekeepers have their own system, the Minstrel does, how the Warden has its own little gambit system. How the Bjorning has rage, you know, just like a difference. But then the class is just a power using sort of medium armored melee / magic class, and that's it. I don't know. Or is there some system? Maybe when I first played it, it was just really like, I don't know. So I feel like I remember some system that it has, some mechanic, but it just didn't really feel like enough. It's like a mix between them, right? I have to play one sometime to remember. Now, where the hell is this guy? But yeah, I got the feeling from that it's like, it does feel like a mix, but it's not a better version of either. You know, it's like when you mix two things together, but it doesn't necessarily make it a good thing. It's just two things, and now your work is split, essentially. It's like, oh, well, I'm just playing a weird combination of the two rather than an actual unique thing. It has an attunement bar similar to Runekeeper, and abilities gain different bonuses based on how you sequence them. Right, okay, so based on order, kind of like as a Warden as well. I don't know, that's the thing. It's like, I don't want to be like a Runekeeper Warden. I want to be a Mariner. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I felt with it. Give me a new system to play with. Especially like a whole new class as well. Yeah, just kind of strange, because I think that's on the surface, everything about it says that as well, like unique, standing out, being a bit more like a Warden. Yeah. Think it's different enough? Yeah, okay. Yeah, and that's the thing that, yeah, like I need to actually level to actually know more about it. I think it was just my first impressions on it was like, oh, okay, this is just another system like these, but it's not its own thing. It's just like a combination of both. Or it's not like exciting enough to make me go like, ooh, I want to like understand how this works. Like with the Warden, like you play the Warden for the first time and you see the possibility and you're like, oh my god, like this is insanely complicated, but you see the potential. Mariner is basically a more refined version of the board. Oh shit. You gonna use that ability? Oh, I had cooldown on it. Wow. Oh, I'll just retreat. Was that a tactical oh my god, it was our first tactical death. Oh, oh we're instantly back here. Needed heal pit out. Well, apparently not though. Apparently, no, look, I actually made the right decision there by not healing myself.
How can I be of service?
Yes, I did. Somehow. Yeah, so Mariner feels like a more refined version of the Brawler, really? So they're actually similar. I've never played a Brawler, so I don't really know anything about them. That's weird. See, I don't know. I just... It's been their last two classes to come out, and it's like... Yeah. I understood Brawler Edition was like... I don't like this class at all, but you know, do what you gotta do, guys. Get your monk class in, I understand, you know. And then Mariner was like... Oh, okay. This is a really cool, like this is a unique class idea, similar to like a Warden, something like that. You know, the swashbuckler, seafarer, you know, spell sword sort of thing. But then, I don't know, the delivery of it just didn't feel like the same feeling I got when I played Runekeeper for the first time, when I played Warden for the first time, and felt very different. Yeah. I can finally make a tactical retreat. I know, right? That's so good. Set up and finish a system. Right, okay. You have 3 setup skills that alter the next skill. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I don't know. What's everyone's class they'd want to see in Lord of the Rings Online? And be completely creative as well, you know, like what do you want to see? Even if it's not something you want to play, like what would you want there to be? Because I don't know, I feel like there's a lot more they could have done. With class choices, it's pretty big decisions, you know? Like, yeah, like, the Runekeeper was like the first one, and the Warden were the first two. And they were like, they stood out, like, in an awesome way. And then the Bear stood out even in a different way. It's like, I want an Eagle class, but they'll never do that. That's cool, though. See, I like that thinking as an Eagle class. Yeah. Yeah, and logically it like wouldn't really work, would it? But we're not thinking about that. We're thinking about in the fantasy world what class do we want? A lesser eagle. Like some sort of shape, like it makes me think of some sort of shapeshifter class that can only shapeshift into small animals. And that wants to be more involved with the free peoples. Right, okay. That's interesting. Do you not use food buffs? I do sometimes, but I don't... It's not a priority to keep on, no. I don't care enough about keeping food constantly on. But I have food around. If I go into like a bigger fight or something like that, I might pop it on. Alright. Dante over on the YouTube. Vote to increase landscape difficulty 9. Oh man. Don't worry, we'll get more of that in the future. Put that up. Wait, now I'm carrying a pie. Oops. Right. What? The chat is just being a bit delayed. Oh, there you go. All the other eagles want to stay out of the quarrels between the other races, but you want to help? True. Yeah. If you want, I can cook it too and send it to you by mail. That's all good, Ludo. That's all good. If you've got extra, you're more than welcome. You're welcome to add my character as well. It's just Beveridge, spelt Beveridge. But don't worry about it. I do appreciate it though. The other thing I'd want is either a light armor tank or a medium armor healer. Yeah, and so that's the thing, right? Brawler to me and Monk is meant to be a light armor tank. Like that's the whole that's that archetype. So they kind of use that up in a weird way by making their unique version of it with heavy armor. Or is it medium armor? I'm not sure. And a medium armor, we have heavy tank, DPS heals, medium tank, DPS and light. Medium tank and DPS and light heals and light DPS. No light tank or medium heals. I wish the Hunter rework made a Ranger healer spec. Yeah. Honestly, just like a whole other class like that would be good, I think. Something Ranger focused. But the problem is it's like the Hunter and like you couldn't have a Ranger class because like it just wouldn't make sense with the story and all that. But I've always thought that like some class in that area would be really, there's a lot of possibility there with like you're saying like some cool interesting like ranged like healing stuff. Like you could have some like crossbow focused character, more like a marksman or something like that, but you probably want to have it more healer focused. So I don't know, yeah, some sort of like a longbowman or something like that. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, just feel like there's a bit more you can do there. Also the fact that like there's only one bow class, right? And some other classes can use bows just as an offhand item, but there's only one class that actually uses crossbows and bows as a weapon. So it's like, I think there's possibility to squeeze another class in there that's unique enough to not just be like, oh, here's 2 Ranger classes, because like that's bad. Like I don't want just another Hunter. But yeah, Ranger class, yeah. And that's what I mean, like, if they could have, they would have had a Ranger class day one, right? But they couldn't because the Rangers, you know, the Dunedain. Like, you can't... It's such a core part of the story, so...
Greetings, friend. Will you lend me
We gotta go all the way down there. But yeah, like an actual melee bow thing, that could be cool as well. Yeah. Like an interesting combination between like the Between burglar, between ranger. Oh, between hunter, sorry, and like champion almost even. Like a skirmisher or something. But see, that's what's really annoying is that's what I really hoped for the Mariner class. When that was like announced, I kind of thought that that was the perfect opportunity to have like a ranged, like imagine that. Imagine if the Mariner used like a bow or a crossbow and that wasn't a Mariner, you know, maybe they gave it a different name, a different flavor slightly, but imagine that, like more of a, yeah, ranged weapon user that's using like a mix of some spells but also some melee stuff as well, so it's like a bit of a like interesting thing. And then having a healing spec, yeah, like, you know, it's like makes me think of like the engineer class, you know, like throwing, like you're saying for light tank I do an enchanter / summoner. Yeah, see, that would be so cool. Oh, a summoner class in LOTRO. Oh, don't even. God, that would be so cool. I want my Lawmaster back. I want my Seeker ability back. Being able to summon every pet at once. The best. Yeah, no, I just thought that could be really cool. Like, because Mariner, for me, I thought, like, when it first got announced, I thought, like, swashbucklers and pirates and stuff, and I thought, oh, this is perfect for, like, ranged weapons, because, like, you know, sure, we don't have, you know, revolvers and muskets or whatever, but, yeah, like, in a fantasy world, you know, pirates using ranged, using crossbows, using bows, like, very common. But yeah, you know, what can you do? Another idea would be an engineer that uses siege weapons similar to what's in the epic battles. True. That sounds pretty crazy. Like performance-wise, doesn't it? But rework it so it's a bit more user-friendly, yeah. Yeah, being able to like summon... Well, just makes me think of like the engineer from like TF2 or something. Like being able to play that. Set up little things, heal them up. Like that actually, like... No joke, actually isn't like that bad of an idea. Like being able to, yeah, place ballistas, like have it be built around buffing and maintaining your little like turret or something. Like imagine in the same way that in TF2, you know, you have your little turret, you get scrap and you upgrade it and stuff, and if it gets destroyed, you gotta rebuild it. If you die, it could get destroyed. It's like in battle, you're like focusing on buffing your little like traps and barricades and stuff like that, and you know, keeping them like enhanced. Maybe the more damage they deal, the more buffed they get. So it'd be, yeah, like you'd make little death traps, you know, and then it'd be more like having that be nice and balanced. Oh, hello, roving threat. Oh my god. He's got a lot of health. More silly idea was you play as a Miras? Oh, are they... They're the horse lords, right? A pure support class and people can ride you. True. Yeah. The horse lord class. Yeah, man, what is going to be like a next... What is going to be the next class? We probably won't have it for a while. What was the time between the Bjorning and the Mariner? It was quite a while, wasn't it? Oh, wait, no, Brawler was in between it, though, wasn't it? Was Brawler Mordor? Bjorning was, like... Bjorning came out, like, when Lonely Mountain, like, Erebor stuff came out sometime around that time, right? Brawler was Gundabad. Okay, so it wasn't that far then. It was literally expansion before that. Because Gundabad was the Oh, wait, no. Corsairs of Umbar, and then there's the Kingdoms of Harad. Oh, yeah. So, wait. Gundabad, and then Corsairs of Umbar. So there was 2 expansions in a row that both had a class that came out with it, right?
Greetings to you.
So, for all we know, the next expansion has a pretty high possibility of a new class. It could be they just did 2 in a row and then they're going to stop for ages, but...
Not be hasty.
I could see them stopping since we're at 12, so you can fill a raid with 1 of each class. True. I think classes are just money printers. Yeah, well, that's what annoys me with both of the 2 new classes. The Warden, the Runekeeper, and the Bjorning were all really good additions. But the other 2, I just don't think, like... they're just money printers to me. Like, there's elements of all of them that are in the other classes. It's like... Yeah.
Maid of Honor, might you spare a moment of your time? Greetings, friend. Will you lend me your ear?
Mind my words, traveler.
Will you lend me your ear?
Alright. Going down here. We'll try to get this stuff done, and then we're going to jump off for the night soonish. I'll see if I can get this done, and then we can at least go back. But yeah, honestly, I think they do need to just work on the classes before they move on to others. I actually don't want them doing that now I think about it. Like, just fix up everything else first. Before we start going printing more classes out. But like, I don't know. I don't know if it even can be accomplished unless you just go back to square one with some of the classes and rethink the whole point of them. Like... Because I guess it just depends what you want out of a class in a game. But I feel like if you're adding in a new class to an MMO, you want it to be pretty unique and stand out, be a unique experience. Like to me, that's what when Warden came out and Runekeeper, it was perfect. It's like, here's these 2 classes, both that have their own mechanical system inside them. Both that work very differently. Runekeeper a bit more simpler, you know. But lore-wise, very different, using runes to cast spells. Just a nice, different flavor. And I guess at least Brawler and Mariner are both those flavors in a nutshell. It's like, okay, we're going to do the Monk class. There's that flavor. We're going to do like a Spell Sword Seafarer. There's that flavor. But I just don't really think like they actually pulled it off in the same way. Said Octorna? Doctorna. Welcome into the chat, by the way. What is Lord of the Rings Online? I didn't even know this existed. This is the Lord of the Rings MMORPG, Lord of the Rings Online. Which, if you are a fan of Lord of the Rings at all, I would highly suggest you try it out. It's a very fun MMO. and you can play it pretty much completely free as well, which is one of the best parts of it. It's partially true, but you can play much of the game for free at the moment. You don't need to be paying like a recurring sub to be able to like log into your character like you do with WoW and other MMOs. Yeah, if you're interested in seeing anything about the game, Doctorna, feel free to go check out the YouTube. We have a couple of series there on playing through the game. Like we did a hardcore playthrough a couple of weeks ago that sadly did end. Playing a one life character in the game. The code is still active as well, Alette. Yeah, it's active until like when was it? Let's see. Oh wait, maybe it's gone now. No! Until the 7th of December. No! I'm sure it'll be back at some point. Sure it will. That's what I was saying last time. Like, I feel like they've just got to keep it up now. Like, everyone's too used to having that code. So it was just a coupon code they had that was around for a couple of months that gave you like access to a lot of the game toward the end of the game. So if you end up playing LOTRO like and getting into it, you likely won't get to that content for a long time anyway. So it's not a big deal, but it was a coupon going around that like gave you access to a lot of the game. You can still play the start of the game for free. Yeah, you can go up until, what is it? Like, you can go up until like Gondor completely free now. Like Moria expansion, Mirkwood expansion, Rohan expansion, Helm's Deep expansion, Isengard expansion. Like, I think all of them, right? All are in the free to play. I haven't had a free to play account for so long, so I didn't realize a lot of them were actually in that. But I think it's really... yeah. They do it every year. Well, they started it in COVID, throughout COVID, as a sort of to give back to the community sort of thing, and then they've, yeah, kept it ever since. So I think this is the second time it's been around since. So it hasn't been every year, but it's been like every second year, I think, so far, or something. And Doc Torner as well, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. I really appreciate that. Seems like every November the past few years, adding another expansion each year. Well, they had this one up until November, yeah. Did they have it last year as well? Yeah, there you go. That's good. I figured though. I figured once they start doing something like that, they've got to keep it up because it's like. It's too good of a deal. Yeah, I got the code a year or two ago. Yeah, no, we got it like 2 years ago though, but I think last year it wasn't active. And it's just because this year it was out of nowhere that it came active and everyone was like, oh, it's back again. Like, what time does the game take place during? So I think the time moves forward a bit in the game, right? I mean, it has to. But yes, it takes place during the events of the Lord of the Rings books, and you're following the footsteps of the Fellowship. So you are very much just behind the Fellowship, and a lot of the story takes place in that sort of way. And when the Fellowship splits up, things change a bit as well. You're not like just behind the Fellowship anymore, but you're behind the events of things occurring. So you kind of very much do follow those events, and time is evolving in that way with you as you're going with it. Because certain parts in the game that like progress through time to different sort of times of things happened and stuff. But yeah, it mainly just begins. The game just begins like just at the beginning of the books, essentially, right? Or not at the beginning of the books, actually. Sorry, it would be just when Gandalf returns to the Shire, right? And tells Frodo that he needs to like keep the ring safe, and then he's going to go talk to Saruman. Because that's when he comes back and the time has passed, like the 14 years or whatever. Yeah, starts as Frodo just leaves Hobbiton, yeah. Main story is up to just past wedding or Aragorn and Arwen at the moment. Yeah, yep. And the game is a lot more focused on the books as well. I'm confused. Am I going the right way in here? Am I meant to be going down? I've gotten so lost. Just yapping. Can I get down there? Oh, I could, yes. Good. What was I saying? Oh yes, I was gonna say that the game, like Lord of the Rings Online, follows the books as more of a priority than the movies. So there are elements in the games that do kind of like connect with components in the movie that are just from the movie. You know, there's a few, but the game is primarily just based on just the books. So it's not based on the movies at all in a lot of ways. So it's cool. Like a lot of the stories that you get to go through are a lot more book focused. Something that comes to mind as an example is like, if anyone knows, and I don't know a lot about it because I actually haven't read it properly, but the section with like the prince from Western Gondor, like Dol Amroth and all of that in the books is like a huge part of the books, like with like the sort of Gondorians coming over from the western side over at Dol Amroth over here, and they're coming up to Minas Tirith to help, right? In the movies, they kind of combine that weirdly together with like Aragorn and Legolas and Gimli like stopping the ships, the black ships at the shore. But I'm pretty sure it's like that whole stuff is all part of to do with the prince and all of the Gondorians actually like helping with all of that. But in the game, in Lord of the Rings Online, you get to play through a lot of that story and be there for all of that, which is really cool. There's a lot of cool parts in that you get to kind of relive those moments that weren't really like gone through in as much detail. So it is really cool that if you're a fan of the books, you'll definitely be a fan of the game. But I'm also just as much a fan of the movies and also just as much a fan of the game, so... The prince is already there in Minas Tirith? So is it like the, is it the queen? But he's a part of everything and isn't the movie. Okay, yeah. He's like part of the whole battle and everything like that. But I think in the movies they didn't because they wanted to focus on like Gandalf and Pippin and like, you know, the sort of the intense, the that feeling that like where Gandalf just feels like everything, they're all gonna die, you know, it's like all over sort of thing. Well, not really, but he's like, there's that moment where he's sitting there in the street and he's like, oof. Yeah, there would have been too many characters, like too much going on for this like deep, you know, this deep stuff happening in the background. Yeah. All right. They're already introducing a lot of new characters, yeah. Well, and also we have all these characters from the story as you're leveling that kind of come into play. You know, I won't say anything, but like they're all a part of it. So it wouldn't have really like. There's also this whole other thing in LOTRO as well that you're like exploring, which is kind of interesting because there's so many characters that come into it all at once.
What can I do for you?
It's like the pinnacle moment of that whole storyline.
How can I be of service?
All right, let's turn this in. Let's see, do we have like an instance quest? Accompany him. Yeah, let's do this. We'll do the instance quest.
Giving your right name away like so. Are you prepared to leave my little
Tarum.
Longbow the Ent has been roused to anger. The wood trolls of the Eavespire are acting in league with the Black Worn, which was once under the Ent's guidance, and Longbow is determined to put an end to their mischief.
There is an evil here that does not belong.
Haven't read Return of the King for a long time. Talking about it makes me realize I should read it to refresh my knowledge. Yeah, Return of the King is the one book that like I've only like read snippets of it as well. Oh man, I remember this instance. It's like really annoying. So I think we've got to like... We've got to go down, fight, and then run back up. I mix this up with the similar one we do with Legolas. Yeah, I know, right? It is so similar, isn't it? And that's the one that's set in Riven. You get it in Rivendell, don't you? And that's about the guys. That's about the guys up at the Giant Valley, the High Moor and stuff, right? Does this have the roots you have to kill? Yeah, it's like the same thing. Oh, I accidentally left the guy behind. It's in the Troll Shores. The trolls in the north, right? Yeah. It's that instance you do with Legolas where you run out and you're like... Because they're looking for the Nazgul. Oh, is it like literally right up here? It is. It's somewhere up here, isn't it? Hmm. Yeah, with the Orns too. Yeah, the spiders. Spiders! Okay, I did a thing. No, I did it. I did it before I even got to the bottom. Speedrun. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
Home. You are hasty folk.
Might, agility, vitality. That looks pretty good to me. Tribal war earring, yeah. Nice.
Home now. What business have you with the ents?
Alright, back to Tinadua. Back to Tinadua, and then we're probably gonna jump off for the
How can I
night.
be of service?
What are we looking at? We do have a little ad break incoming, guys. I do apologize for that. We'll be right back after the ad break, and then we will finish things up and jump off for the night. Yeah, it's been a nice night coming back after a little mini weekend break. It's good to see you all. Keen to get back into it all. I heard. See a black bear. Just gotta check. I'm like traumatized. I'm not traumatized, but I see a black bear now and I have to check. It's not death. Okay, it's not death. I think I'm just used to Evendim as well. This is I'm getting flashbacks to being in Evendim and seeing death here.
Greetings. Could I speak
Nice. The way of the King's Camp. Sweet, we're going down there now. I forgot about that area. The Illuminous. Well, let's get to like level 40. We can even wear a turtle thing to stop us from leveling at that point. And then we can do like a heap of Illuminous stuff before we head into the angle. That'd be cool. Yes, I want you to check for armor. Excuse me.
What can I do for you?
So I have the legs. I would like Fulberg and the gloves. Can I afford the gloves? Let's see. 25. I think I can. Yes. Nice. Ah, such a good feeling. 4-piece. Look at us, a star. We are a star. We have become a star.
How may I help you? What do you need?
All right.
How can I be of service?
Just
What do you
grabbed them
need?
all. Didn't think I'd have all these, but
What can I do for you? How can I be of service? What can I do for you?
nice. Lovely. All right. So yeah, next time we are going to head down to the Way of Kings down here and into the Innuminous, which is going to be cool. Which is an old Dunedain city. There's a lot of like group quests and stuff to do in here, so they'll be fun to go into. And then yeah, and I guess then we'll be heading into the Angle. Now, we have some interesting streams coming up. I'm not sure when will be the next LOTRO stream. I'm going to try to squeeze in some LOTRO streams in between, maybe this week. But on on Thursday, not tomorrow, but the next day, we're going to be playing some Kinseed, which is a pretty cool game, kind of similar to it's like a mix of like Stardew Valley and like Graveyard Keeper and like I don't even know, wildness and craziness. So yeah, that'll be a lot. And Ludo, thank you for the hydrate check. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Trying a new game. So we'll see if it maybe if I have enough fun, then we'll continue on. We'll keep playing it through, but just trying something new. It's good water. Ooh. And then on Saturday, we're going to be finishing The Quarry. Doing our finale playing of The Quarry. So finishing that off, that's going to be exciting as well. So we've actually got quite a lot this week. And then next week, we start our Christmas streams doing some random games. So we'll be going through a heap of different games. A couple of ones there that, potential games that we may continue on and do as a proper series. So it'll be like a little test stream to see how it goes, see if we have fun with it, And what I might do as well, we're going to be doing a couple of things that week. But at the end of every stream, I'm going to get everyone to do like a poll vote as well. Or like if you have to head off early, like you're welcome to put in your vote whenever, just to get a general idea of if you enjoy the game or not. Just really simple. Like it's like, did you like the game this stream? Because we're going to do maybe like 5 to 10 streams, 5 to 10 different games. It'd be nice to just get a little general bit of statistics on what people kind of enjoyed and what they didn't enjoy, and be genuinely honest about it. If you didn't really enjoy it, then you didn't enjoy it, It would just be cool to see what you guys kind of enjoyed out of all these different games that we played and different things. So that will kind of help us in the new year to make some more decisions for different things to play and all that. But yeah, that is where we're at. If you want to be notified on when I'm streaming more regularly, you can check out over on the Twitch. I do have a schedule there for this week. I try to do a schedule. I've been pretty slack the last couple of weeks. We have a schedule for this week though. But you're also more than welcome to come join the Discord. !Discord over on... Oh, I did that in all caps, but that's all right. Over on Twitch. It is in the About section on YouTube as well. But yeah, that's where I post any announcements, schedules of when we're going to be streaming next and that sort of thing. But we're going to jump off for the night, guys. And I'm going to just see who's online to see who I can send you over to. But yeah, I hope you guys all had a nice time. Enjoyed watching some LOTRO content. Oh, yes. Looks like our boy's online. Yep. Yep, Slack Jeff's online. I'm gonna send you guys over to Slack Jeff. We haven't been streaming for a couple of days, so it feels like we're gonna go over there again. He's always online at the perfect time whenever I finish. It's so good. I finish off, I can pass over to Jeff. But yeah, I'm gonna send you guys over to Slack Jeff, who's playing some Lord of the Rings online as well. I think going to Rohan. It looks like he's just started the stream as well. So yeah, perfect. We'll send you guys over there. You can enjoy some Lord of the Rings content. And I'll see you guys next time, probably on Thursday. But yeah, we might do a little sneaky LOTRO stream like Wednesday or Friday or something like that in between. But yeah, guys, let's just check. Oh, I just got to check my music real quick as well. Didn't mean to do that. All right. Lovely, guys. I'm going to send you over to Slack, Jeff. I hope everyone has a lovely night. Night, Isabel. Good night, Ludo. And good night, everyone else. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate all the support. And I will see you all next time, guys. All right, then. Have a good one. Hope you're all well and you stay well. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye.